Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Zemo, the dad in DPS, and today we're back crafting in the Purveyor's basement, and today we're gonna craft something special in the form of Crusader pistols. But before we get into it, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. So, Crusader pistols, honestly one of my favourite pistols. However, you know, it's not the best, and on top of that, I never ever get the pistol I want. So, let's see what the first roll is of today. Aristocrats with bash damage and invisibility when hitting a target. Now, Aristocrats is a very good effect. Bash damage, not so much, and the invisibility while hitting a target, also not so much. Kind of weak roll to start off with, but at least, you know, Aristocrats is a decent damaging effect. Medics, Crusader pistol with weapon speed and action point cost. So close to being a very good one, but unfortunately Medics just had to come along and ruin it. The roll I'm actually looking for is the two-shot explosive version of this weapon. Last roll I'm not as fussed on, but at the same time I would love a god roll, so you know, we'll see what we get. Nocturnal Crusader pistol with weapon speed and 1 agility. Nocturnal is one of those effects where I just do not rate it whatsoever. Weapon speed is great on this gun, and 1 agility is okay, but you know, reload speed, anything involving bats would be infinitely better. Sad day so far. Next weapon. Quad with last shot. It is a crime that quad and last shot can roll at the same time. And more often than not, I find things rolling quad with last shot all the goddamn time. I hate the fact those two effects can be on the same weapon. It doesn't make any sense. And it just pisses me off. Ugh. Ghoul Slayers with critical damage and faster movement speed while aiming. Now, Ghoul Slayers again is one of those effects that is just absolutely not worth anything. It's so pointless. Nobody needs extra damage to kill ghouls. They die so easily. Disappointing effect. Weapon speed's always good though. Mutants Crusader pistol with last shot again, and 90% reduced weight. I mean, Mutants is not a bad effect. This would be great if I could give it away to somebody, but yeah, last shot, just no. I might need to change server if we keep getting last shot. It is not an effect I want on this gun in the slightest. Suppressors Crusader pistol with damage while aiming and action point cost. Suppressors is a very poor effect. Like, genuinely, I don't know why that effect exists in the game anymore. It's so bad. It just, I don't know anybody that uses it in a non-ironic way, or if you have no other option. Mutants once again with VATS hit chance and faster movement speed while aiming. Again, the Mutants is not a bad effect. VATS hit chance is actually okay on a pistol weapon, but in this case it is just a very disappointing set of events. Faster movement speed while aiming just doesn't work with VATS related stuff as well. Next up, oh, somebody's launched a nuke. We'll get to crafting quickly. Troubleshooters with bullets explode for weapon damage, 1 perception. Damage to robots is not a good effect. Just put that out there. I just don't like it. I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't like it, and I don't want it. And yeah, bullets explode for area damage is what I actually wanted, but not with that. Oh, I'm never going to get my 2-shot explosive, am I? That answers my question, doesn't it? I'm never getting my 2-shot explosive. 2-shot Crusader pistol with critical damage and 1 agility. Would be great if it had explosive right there. Then I would actually, you know, go and stop doing one. But, you know, it is what it is. Critical damage isn't bad. 1 agility, again, not the best effect, but not the worst. But 2-shot without the explosive, just, I don't feel it's a very strong effect. So I'm very disappointed in that one, if I'm honest. Unfortunately. Next up, Assassins with hit chance and resistance while aiming. Again, hit chance is okay, but Assassins just completely woefully unneeded on any weapon. You don't need that extra damage on humans, and to be honest, Aristocrats would be infinitely better than it, and yeah, no, it's just one of those pointless effects. Need to buff them. Berserkers with critical damage and 1 agility. I mean, if you use a Berserker's build, this is very usable. The crit damage will do some decent damage, and the 1 agility is popping up an awful lot. Don't want it though. Do not want that weapon. It's not anywhere near what I want. I mean, if I could get like a bloodied explosive, I'd be happy as well. Oh god. Berserker's explosive weapons rate 50% slower. It feels like the game's going, you know, you should make a Berserker's build. This is actually close to a god roll for Berserker, I suppose. Sad it's not what I want though. It's not a bad gun, but I just don't use Berserkers. This is the problem, I just do not use it. Everything but what I want. So we've got Juggernaut's explosive with 90% reduced weight, and you know, Juggernauts, if they ever buffed it, this would be a very good weapon, but they need to buff that damage. It's just not enough 90% reduced weight. At least it's not going to take any space up in the storage, which means I can store that in the hopes that they make Juggernauts good at some point. It's actually not a bad roll either. Okay, this one is not a bad one particularly either. Quad with damage aiming and VATS critical charge. Now this is one that you could use in both senses, where you could use it in VATS, you could use it in manually aiming, depending on what way you want to go. Bit of a all-rounder Crusader pistol. It being a quad means it's not too bad either. Definitely something I'm going to keep and test out and use. We've got a bunch more to go, so come on. I'm really happy with that one. Bloodied Crusader pistol with bullets explode for damage and VATS critical charge. Now this is a really good one. Bloodied, obviously this is on my bloodied character. Bullets explode, very, very good. And VATS critical charge, this is a god roll. Very happy with that. Happy with that, happy with that, happy with that, happy with that. Got several good versions of this gun from this. But not the exact one I'm wanting, which is always the problem. I never get the exact one I'm looking for. Okay, this one's okay as well. Vampire Crusader pistol with critical damage and resistance while reloading. Vampires is not bad on any weapon, let's be realistic. Critical damage, gonna buff the damage of the weapon. And resistance while reloading, while not the effect I would want. I would prefer AP or another crit thing on there. It's definitely an okay effect. I think I might have a better Vampire Crusader pistol, but I genuinely don't remember what I've got in the form of that, because it's been years since I've used them properly. 2-shot bash damage, 1 agility. It's taunting me now. It's taunting me with the 2-shot one. Yeah, 2-shot, not the best effect without explosive. Bashing damage is just pants, and 1 agility is just pants as well. So, you know, it's not exactly what I want. It's script is what it is. Juggernaut's Crusader with VATS hit chance, 1 agility. Again, VATS hit chance isn't bad on this weapon, but Juggernaut's is not the effect I'm really looking for. The biggest problem with it is that this is my bloodied build, and to be honest, I just don't think Juggernaut's is worth using. Hunters, bullets explode for weapon damage and VATS critical charge. If it had anything but Hunters, it could have been, well, not anything. You know the effects I want. You know the effect I want. Hunters just ruins it and makes it into a complete, utter garbage, unfortunately. And then we've got one more fresh pistol. Anti-armor, VATS hit chance, action point cost. This is not a bad roll either. Anti-armor, VATS hit chance, you know, this weapon is going to be able to hit things very easily, and that action point cost means I'm going to be able to spam shots. So definitely a cool little one. Now, what I'm going to do is we are going to roll, I want to say, 3 pistols. So we'll start off with this. Okay. Junkies, bullets explode for weapon damage, 90% reduced weight. That's a very good roll as well. What the fuck is going on? We'll roll another. That's just like a very good Junkies roll. If I decide to use Junkies at any point, that's just going to be a really good roll. We'll go with this last shot one here. Roll it into something. Assassins, replenish action point to each kill, and action point cost. That made that worse. So what we'll do is we will re-roll that thing one last time and see if we get anything good. Actually, we'll do 2 more, because then we'll be at near 300 modules. Stalkers, no. And one last final thing. exterminators with bash damage and 90% reduced weight. Yeah, we got a few good ones there. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect to get so many usable Crusader pistols. So we're going to just talk about a few of the good ones. So anti-armor Crusader pistol with VATS hit chance and action point cost. The thing about this weapon is that anti-armor is always a good effect. VATS hit chance on a pistol is really good because unlike your rifles, it just doesn't have the same level of accuracy that, you know, a rifle does. So this is a good pistol for getting those headshots, especially with the action point cost reduction. This is going to be able to pop things in the face and kill them pretty effectively. Next up, we have the Junkies Crusader pistol with explosion and 90% reduced weight. Now, while this one doesn't have that amazing bottom effect that it could have, this is definitely a good damaging weapon. Junkies is one of those very slept on effects that no one really pays too much attention to, and if you're using a full health build or a full health junkie build, you're definitely going to be able to do some damage. You never know, in the near future they might add more kind of things to help buff the junkie archetype. I would love to see some sort of armor related to around chems and things like that. That'd be really great, but it all just depends on what Bethesda does. They really need to do something to shake up the meta and, you know, get bloodied and unyielding armor to be an option, not the best option. But that is what it is. It's definitely a thought I have in my head. Now, I don't think we could finish this video without mentioning the bloodied Crusader pistol with bullets explode for air damage and VATS critical charge. This is, yeah, this is the best Crusader pistol I've ever made, if I'm honest. Yeah, it's just good. Everything about it is good. I love it. I love everything about it, and I will be keeping this for a long time. Yeah, successful video. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very happy with how this turned out. We have created a Crusader pistol that I have been trying to make for a long time, and don't get me wrong, I still want the two-shot version. I love the two-shot version, but, you know, it takes time and sometimes you don't get what you want. But I want an explosive two-shot Crusader pistol, and I will get it eventually, but I'll settle for the ones we got tonight because they're all freaking amazing. Either way, guys, if you enjoyed tonight's video, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland.
Feeling the heat, I'm taking again. We'll brain poker with the devil. In shadows we ramble, cards on the table. The stakes run high. A twisted game of fate where innocence will die. Can't resist the temptation of dawn to the flame. Trading my soul for fortune. Get caught up in the game. The devil's breath whispers. Promises are well untold, but deep down inside, my conscience starts to unfold. The room grows dim as we lay down our bets. My heart beats fast, filled with deep regrets. I'm dancing with